Long, long ago, in a beautiful kingdom called Zurani, there lived a kind and powerful king named Mutesa. Zurani was a happy land. The soil was rich and black. Farmers planted seeds, and soon tall yams, golden corn, and sweet fruits grew everywhere. Palm trees gave oil and sweet wine. Rivers ran clear and full of fish. Children played under the stars, and elders told stories around warm fires. Everyone had enough to eat, and there were no wars. Life was peaceful and good. When he was young, King Mutesa was strong and tall. He could ride his horse from sunrise to sunset. He could lift heavy things and run fast. His voice was deep and clear. The people loved him very much, and called him the strong heart of Zurani. But peace stayed for many years. There was no fighting, no running, no hard work for the king. The palace cooks made tasty food every day. Thick porridge with palm oil in the morning, roasted meat and spicy pepper soup at noon, sweet cakes with honey in the afternoon, and big bowls of fish stew at night. The king ate and ate. He laughed and ate more. Then he rested and ate again. Year after year, his body changed. His belly grew round and big like a big drum. His arms and legs became heavy. Walking made him tired quickly. Climbing the palace steps made him breathe hard. When he looked in the shiny bronze mirror, he felt sad. "This is not me," he whispered. "I want to be strong again." King Mutesa did not like being so heavy. He wanted to be healthy, slim. He called his servants and said, "Find anyone who can help me become slim. I will pay a lot of gold." Soon, many priests and native doctors came to the palace. They wore bright feathers and carried bags of leaves and roots. One said, "Drink this green tea every morning." Another said, "Chew these bitter roots at night." A third said, "I saw a dream from the ancestors. This powder will melt the fat away." The king tried everything. He drank, chewed, and swallowed, but nothing worked. Instead, he grew even heavier. The priests and doctors smiled, took bags of gold coins, cows, and land, and left. They knew the king wanted to be slim so much that he would keep paying. It became a big business for them. One day, King Mutesa understood. "They are not helping me," he said. "They are only taking my money." His heart became angry and sad. The next morning, drums called everyone to the palace courtyard. The king stood up with help and spoke in a loud voice. "From today, anyone who says they have a cure will get only one chance. If it does not work, that person will lose their life." The people gasped. The fake priests and doctors ran away and never came back. The palace became quiet. But the king still wanted to be slim. So he made a new big announcement all over Zurani. "Whoever makes me slim and healthy again will get half of all my gold, land, and animals. And that person will marry my beautiful daughter, Princess Zuri, the kind and wise heir to the throne. But if you try and fail, you will lose your life." Everyone heard the words, half the kingdom's wealth, marriage to the lovely princess, but no one came. The danger was too big. Days turned into weeks. No one was brave enough. Then, one sunny morning, a young boy walked through the palace gates. His name was Amir, meaning the wise one lives. He was only 16 years old. He wore a simple white cloth. His feet were dusty from walking far. In his hand he carried a small calabash covered with a red cloth. The guards laughed. "Little boy, go home. The king's problem is too big for you." But Amir looked calm and said politely, "Please, let me see the king. I have something important to tell him." The guards took him inside. Princess Zuri watched from the side. She was gentle, with kind eyes and long braids decorated with shiny beads. She wondered about this brave boy. King Mutesa sat on his big wooden throne. He looked at the boy and said, "Do you know my new rule?" "Yes, my king," answered Amir. "Are you still willing to try?" "Yes, my king." The king leaned forward. "Do you have a cure?" Amir nodded. "Yes, but I am sorry. It is too late." The whole palace became quiet. Everyone waited. "Too late?" asked the king. His voice shook a little. Amir opened his calabash, looked inside, and said softly, "My king, I can see the future in this calabash. You have only 30 days left to live." The king's heart beat fast. His face turned pale. Princess Zuri put her hand over her mouth. The guards stood still like statues. Amir continued gently, "If I make you slim now, your body will be too weak. You will die even sooner. I do not want to take your gold or marry the princess by cheating. I only came to warn you, so you can prepare your heart and your kingdom." He bowed low and started to walk away. The king called, "Wait! Thank you for your honesty, young one. At least now I know. I will use these 30 days to do good things." That night, the king could not sleep. For the first time, he was truly scared of dying. He thought, "I may leave this world soon. I must make things right." From that day, everything changed. The king stopped eating big meals. He ate only small portions, one small yam, a little soup, some fruits. He started walking every morning around the palace garden, even when his legs felt heavy. He visited the villages. He talked to farmers, mothers, and children. He said, "Please forgive me if I ever forgot you or did not help enough." The people were surprised and happy. They saw their king caring more than ever. Every night he prayed under the stars, "Dear ancestors, help me, help my daughter rule well after I am gone." He thought about Princess Zuri. She was smart and kind, but young. Who would help her rule Zurani? Day after day, the king kept walking, eating little and praying. Slowly, his body began to change. His big belly became smaller. His legs felt stronger. He could climb steps without stopping to rest. But he did not notice. He was too busy thinking about the 30 days. When only 5 days were left, the king sent for Amir again. The boy came quickly. "My son," said the king, "please tell me the exact time I will leave this world." Amir looked into his calabash and said, "My king, you will take your last breath on your throne at exactly 12 o'clock noon, 5 days from now." The king nodded slowly. Worry filled his heart, but he thanked the boy. The next days, the king worked harder to prepare the kingdom. He called the elders and said, "When I am gone, please guide my daughter. Help her rule with wisdom and love." He gave gifts to poor families. He forgave old debts. He smiled more than ever. At last, the final day arrived. The sun was hot and bright. The palace courtyard was full of people. Elders, farmers, mothers, children, everyone. King Mutesa sat on his throne. He looked different now. His robes hung loose. His face was bright, but no one noticed yet. They were waiting for noon. The king spoke with a strong, clear voice. "My dear people of Zurani, if today is my last day, I thank you for your love. Stay united, love one another. Princess Zuri will be your next ruler. Elders, please teach her and stand by her." The big palace drum beat slowly. The time moved closer to noon. 11 o'clock passed. 11:30. 12 o'clock noon, exactly. Everyone held their breath. The king sat still, waiting. Nothing happened. He was alive. His chest rose and fell normally. 12:15. 12:30. 1 o'clock. The king was still alive. Suddenly, Amir walked into the courtyard. He smiled and bowed. "My king," he said loudly so everyone could hear, "please look at yourself." The king stood up easily. A guard brought a big shiny bronze mirror. King Mutesa looked and gasped. He was slim. His belly was flat. His arms and legs were strong again. He looked like the young king from long ago. The people shouted with joy. Princess Zuri ran to her father and hugged him. Tears of happiness ran down many faces. Amir spoke again. "My king, I have something important to tell you. I lied about the 30 days. You were never going to die. There was no danger in my calabash. But I knew real medicine and herbs would not help you. Your heart needed to change first. I used a wise trick. I made you afraid of dying, so you would eat less, walk more, and care more. You did all the hard work yourself. Your fear helped you find strength inside. I took a big risk. If you had not changed, I would have lost my life because of your rule. But I believed in you, my king." King Mutesa laughed and cried at the same time. He stood up straight and strong. He opened his arms and hugged Amir tightly. "You are the wisest person in all of Zurani," he said. "You saved me with your clever mind and brave heart." The king kept every promise. He gave Amir half of all the kingdom's gold, animals and land. Amir shared much of it with poor families and built schools for children. When Princess Zuri grew a little older, she and Amir fell in love. They married in a big, happy celebration. Drums played, people danced, and sweet palm wine flowed. Zuri and Amir ruled together with kindness and wisdom for many years. King Mutesa lived a long, healthy life after that. He walked every day, ate just enough, and listened to his people. He often told the children, "Your body listens to your mind. Good choices make you strong. A wise friend can help you find the right path." And every evening, when the stars came out like bright cowries in the sky, the elders of Zurani told this story around the fire. Remember the heavy king and the wise boy. Fear can push us to do great things. Clever kindness can change a heart. And true health comes from inside, from love, care, and good decisions every day. The children listened with big eyes, and Zurani stayed a land of joy forever. The End.